Why did all of the noise surrounding Derrick Henry to the Cowboys suddenly stop? I'm going to give you 5 reasons the Cowboys have to get that deal done. The Dallas Cowboys are one of the most storied franchises in the NFL, and for a long time they've been associated with a potent ground game. Well, they used to be at least. While the league is moving towards offenses that can light up the scoreboard through the air, the missing piece in Big D is someone who can give that ground game an identity alongside Tony Pollard. In recent seasons, the Cowboys' rushing attack has lacked consistency, and a lot of that can be put on play calling. But they've already addressed that by putting Big Mike in Dak's ear with Kellen Moore taking off for Los Angeles. Now, there are capable backs in that backfield already. Tony Pollard is absolutely electric every time he touches the football. But as a Cowboys fan, we really don't know what we're getting out of Malik Davis in year 3 or Deuce Vaughn, who was the undersized coach's son late round draft pick. As good as TP20 is, that's a lot to expect from a guy who just broke his leg in January. Adding Derrick Henry to that room seems like it makes too much sense for Jerry to actually pull the trigger. Having a reliable run game not only takes pressure off the passing attack, but it also opens up opportunities for explosive plays in the play action, where Dak is at his best. With a powerful and productive runner like Henry in the backfield, defenses would have to put bigger bodies in the second level of that defense to help contain him. That would create favorable matchups for CeeDee Lamb, Michael Gallup, and Brandon Cooks. Not to mention Kevontae Turpin. He can definitely get lost behind the defense when they cheat up to stop King Henry. With that said, Dak Prescott is still the $40 million man for a reason. The Cowboys' offensive success has relied heavily on his performance these last few years. Leading the league in picks isn't worth $40 million though, and it damn sure doesn't equate to Super Bowls. Let's take some of the pressure off his shoulders and give him a stable of running backs that he can turn around and hand the ball to over and over and over again. There's also the issue of blitz protection. Who would you rather have as the last line of defense? I'm taking the unconfirmed alien named Derrick Henry every time. Talk about preserving Dak Prescott's health and giving him time to make big plays when we need him to. You know that feeling when you're watching your team try to get the ball back late and they're just getting tagged for 3 to 4 yards a carry? Don't you want to be the team that's bleeding the clock late and crushing the opposition's spirit as they frantically burn through their timeouts just to eat another Derrick Henry stiff arm into a game-sealing first down? Derrick Henry's exceptional ability to control the game in crucial moments would be invaluable to the Cowboys. His imposing physicality combined with his ability to wear down defenses is undeniable.
Think there's a deeper metaphor there?
Run through a motherfucker face. Then you don't have to worry about him no more.
I like that play. I'm gonna write that down actually. Run through a motherfucker's face. It would certainly cut down on those late interceptions to the flat that we've all come to expect. I just figured they were drawn into the play that way at this point. It feels so good as a football team when you are just steamrolling the line of scrimmage. Just look at what happened to Philly last year. That entire team took on that dog mentality, and they carried that all the way to the Super Bowl. That kind of energy comes from watching guys finish runs the way Derrick Henry does. And that usually ends in a SportsCenter highlight and some poor guy testing out King Henry's bench press. It seriously looks like he's using the Force. He might be a Jedi. Henry's presence is infectious, and it could bring that dog out of some guys you never would have expected it from. Could you imagine Big Mike out there on the field, barking at cameras and shit like Sirianni? Let me come down out of Dallas Cowboys fantasy land for a minute. Both sides know what they're getting into on this deal. The Titans have a valuable asset that's depreciating every day it's on the market, and the Cowboys would like to capitalize on the Super Bowl window they're currently in. His contract would have to be restructured into a huge signing bonus and some voidable years on the end to reduce that cap hit, at least up front. But that part can all get worked out because the salary cap isn't a real thing and NFL teams have been manipulating it for years. That $11 million price tag isn't the showstopper here. The real question is, will Jerry go all in to win a Super Bowl right now after taking shots at the Eagles and the Rams for doing the same thing? I'm 27 years old and I've never even seen an NFC Championship game, much less those famed Super Bowl runs from the 90s that everybody loves to hold on to. I'd like to give them something more current to talk about, and if everybody's gonna hate us anyway, I'd rather they hate us because we actually won something.